I wanted to do this quick video about housing. This is very timely because of the times that we're living in. I've done a lot of videos about this before in search for housing and solving housing crisis. I would say that the majority of people are in a housing crisis. If anybody is paying a mortgage or a rent, I consider them in a housing crisis, because if their job is in jeopardy, or if they anything happens to them with their job, then their housing goes with it. And I wanted to mention all this stuff again because I think we're headed into a time where this is going to be a little more intense for more people. I have members of my family that are in the middle of it, and I'm at my friend's house here. This is his house and his business. It's a very interesting place, as you can see. But when I've run across in my research, I run across a lot of people who are doing alternative things. And I mentioned a property in Missouri that I am developing right now, developing a plan for it. And I'm going to be probably doing a tiny house on it as well, as I've been practicing building my own on my own little property. I think this is very timely because I think what we're going to have to do is start thinking outside the box. I know there's a lot of codes and regulations and stuff like that, but there are a lot of towns that you could find that don't have a lot of them, and they're actually loosening up on them. So it's good news. I was looking at places in Idaho, Missouri, stuff like that, and I have future plans of what I would want to do with that, starting out with family, Airbnb, or just people who need a place. And in a way, my friend does that here up in his garage there. He has a couple people who were destitute and needed some help, and so he has a nice little bunkhouse up there. I'm not sure if I can get some footage up there right now because they're up there. I ran into a guy who does alternative building, and his name is Aircrete Harry, and he's using material called Aircrete that I ran into that several years ago, but he's also looking into other materials, and I think this is what we're going to be doing in the future of our building. Not so much with wood and nails and screws and stuff, but I love the way he thinks because he thinks outside the box, and the future looks so much brighter and amazing when you look at people like this who are innovating and doing alternative things and having passive, heating and cooling and getting off grid. And I'm working on devices and stuff like that will just use earth batteries, and you can make on your own. So that's what I'm going to start getting into in my videos, sharing information about that so that we could be off grid. I'm going to make a lamp that you could just plug right into the ground, and you don't need solar or wind. So if you're curious about that, just keep watching. But we have a bright future ahead. We're gonna start doing some things that we've never heard of before. So stay tuned on my channel, and I guarantee you'll see something on my channel that you've never heard of before. So future's bright. Although there is some more turbulence coming, we can be prepared for that, but prepare for a bright future as well.